We're starting off with an update on the free train ride, which was initiated by the federal government. Well, now the managing director of the Nigeria Railway Corporation, Fidel Ohiria, says about 63% or 63,000 Nigerians have so far benefited from the free train ride sponsored by the federal government. And we have details in this report.
At exactly 10:45 a.m., the train arrived at the Obafemi Awolowo train station in Ibadan, Moniya, Oyo State. The surging crowd of the passengers alighting from the train is a testament to how effective President Bola Tinubu has ticked the right boxes. The faces of the passengers show excitement as they described their experience, especially while booking their tickets, as seamless and unprecedented.
I heard it on the news early yesterday that we had to book online even before we got to the station. Unfortunately for me, I was able to book for 4 seats, and I tried to get to the station very early. I boarded the train from Agege station rather. So on getting there, they checked the ticket and we were allowed to enter. We waited for like 30 minutes before the arrival of the train.
Yes, I get it free. I will book it from the online. They should try continue like this, so people will recognize them very well.
But is this initiative just for the economy class?
No, I was in the first class. First class was free, and it was very enjoyable. Just as the president said, it was free, it was very comfortable, it was nice. We'd say a big thank you to him.
Kehinde Osewedo is in Ibadan for his wedding ceremony and has decided to try the train ride. He believes more awareness should be created for all to enjoy.
So we got to the train station. My friend had got to the train station yesterday. A lot of people already booked and paid, and they got there and they realized that they didn't have to pay and all that. I think if there is more awareness, I think a lot of people will be able to benefit more from this.
From Ibadan to Lagos, from Ibadan to Abeokuta is free. Only you need to go online to book. It is online booking. We don't book at the stations.
And for these passengers, they await their time to join the evening ride. As passengers embark on their interstate journey without the burden of transportation cost, this initiative not only provides relief for the people, it is also a thoughtful response of the government to ease the burden of the people during this festive period. Olaide Oyewole, TVC News, Ibadan.
Yes, and there you have it. Nigerians taking advantage of the free train ride. Well, now the authorities, that's from the Railway Corporation, are saying that about 63,000 Nigerians are taking advantage of this, have taken advantage of this or benefited from this initiative so far. And there is still room for more as the end date remains January the 4th. So you can log on, online to utilize this this benefit and join the thousands of Nigerians who are traveling for various reasons, especially in this very hectic period of the Yuletide, traveling to see their loved ones and back at least on or before January the 4th.
That's right. A lot of people must have used the train for the first time, and that's something that. Because by the time the news came out, when the federal government said they'll be subsidizing transport, train will be free, and that of the road transportation would also be subsidized, 50%. Other people made mockery of it. They said, well, it's going to be a sham. It's never going to happen. The way so many people can be very pessimistic about certain initiatives. But it's good that most of those people are, I won't say put to shame, but they are able to see that, there is always light at the end of the tunnel. There's always, a bright side to a lot of things. We shouldn't always be pessimistic about any initiative coming from the government. We understand that we have lots and lots of challenges, but it shouldn't, stop us from doing or expecting that things will turn out in a positive way. I'm happy to see that 63,000. It's no joke at all. Imagine if those who have traveled using the train had paid for this, you know how much is going to get into the coffers of the federal government.
Absolutely.
So you know how much the federal government had already waived for the Nigerian travelers. So it's a good initiative, and we would like to ask the federal government to continue in this positive stride, because we know the attendant issue of the removal of fuel subsidy, making all the prices go up, price of food and commodities and all of that. So it's a very good initiative. I'm happy about it. But at the same time, the Nigerian Railway Corporation, the managing director actually complained that some people are actually vandalizing some of the rail tracks. They removed about 50,000 cliffs. They have been vandalized on the Lagos-Ibadan track and that of the Kano-Kaduna. That's not a good thing. If the government is, striving hard, to put things in order to ensure that infrastructure are laid on the ground, we shouldn't go there and destroy it, because this is our common patrimony. It is not enough for the federal government to do all of these things. It's also very important for us to ensure that we safeguard all these things, so that it would be to the common benefit, to the benefits of the common man at the end of the day.
Absolutely. This is a recurring issue, talking about government expending taxpayers' money to, provide essential amenities. And, some people under the cover of darkness now go on to also, take out these things. We saw the vandalism, the widespread vandalism during the post-EndSARS period. We saw how, even till now, many residents, especially in a state like Lagos, a commercial, hub, people are still reeling from the adverse effects of, the mass destruction, the mass vandalism that we saw at the time. And even beyond or before and after that period, we are also still dealing with, people who just want to make ends meet illegally for themselves. This is hard-earned money, taxpayers' money, and then you just feel this is the only way you can get your own share of the national
Something
cake.
that doesn't belong to you.
That doesn't belong to you.
And then you carry it to, you take it to maybe certain companies, and then you sell it to them, and those also, they also buy it.
Really?
And smith the iron.
Really?
Smell the iron to
absolutely, absolutely. And another worrying dimension to this whole criminality is that, like the railway tracks, for example, these are essential elements of the railway tracks. So you now going to take them off. There was a purpose for them being created there in the first place. So you are exposing people to hazards, that could have been avoided. And so perhaps, well, this is also a good time to also say that now that the authorities have established that this is a problem they have on their hands, it's now time to also make examples out of these people who refuse to take the needed warnings. So make sure you place the needed security personnel there that will guard the tracks, except if you now want to say that these guys are also complicit. But, if you know that there is a problem, then, employ the needed hands that will protect this essential infrastructure, the Commonwealth, as they have rightly put it. There were also some glitches recorded, during this free train ride scheme, and that is, some people talking about irregularities this time around on the part of the railway staff, people who said they were not able to log online, to register for the initiative, but then they now had to come in to do the physical registration and all of that. And that, of course, came at a cost, even though it was an unofficial rate. But then it gave way to allegations of extortion, racketeering, and the like. So, all of these things are needless. We shouldn't have to come there. But you could also say the Nigerian factor and all of that.
Kemi, what exactly is the Nigerian factor?
Absolutely.
I think we shouldn't always
absolutely
see that.
I was even going to say
for who they are.
I was even going to say now that why would you say you have issues logging on or doing this this e-registration?
Right.
Is it laziness, or is it the regular technical glitches that we all experience from time to time? Because we have some people that they just feel, okay, I could have it, and they don't see the online registration as an easier or faster means. They would rather go to meet people. And you, the giver and the taker, you are both complicit in the whole thing. So perhaps that is just our own way, the so-called Nigerian way of doing things, the fast way. Whereas, you know, this is like in the comfort of your home, just register and then come on board with your details and then you take advantage. But of course, it's a learning curve. You've said it all. We hope that the Nigerian government will learn their lessons, you know, take, you know, a bit of this and that, and, you know, continue to improve upon all these skills, because they are indeed very welcome.